Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at someone who was creepy unintentionally. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. Very nice grocery store cashier told me she hoped I have a wonderful day. I have no idea what possessed me to respond with a friendly, "Thank you, I hope you never die." She was probably scared to walk to her car that night. I can totally imagine myself saying this, "Thank you, I just want you to live forever, because you're so nice, I just want you to live forever." I'm sure that was what they meant, but then it just became, "I hope you never die." In an elevator with my wife, who is petite while I am tall, gentleman gets in and after some small talk asks, "And is this your daughter?" For reasons still unknown, and to this day I still question myself about, I enthusiastically responded, "I wish." After one floor of dead silence, I mumbled, "I don't think that came out right." And the gentleman just mumbled, "Yeah, and promptly got off on the next floor. Why did they say that? That's so creepy. That's so weird. Why would you wish your wife was your daughter? What are you trying to say? That's weird. I go to a school with squirrels all over the place. One day I'm walking and I see there is a squirrel like a foot from me. I whisper, "I'm so close to you," smiling at it, and a lady I had not previously noticed turned around and gave me the most upset and scared look while she got away from me. She was judging him so hard. "I'm so close to you." I'm just imagining an old lady just staring this person down. Oh, what was she thinking? I'm curious, why was she so disgusted by that, Male, and I normally wear boxer underwear, but as it happened, one night out at clubs, I happened to be wearing some distinctively patterned briefs that I received as an Xmas gift. Standing on the sidewalk at closing, I catch a glimpse of a girl in white pants, and the light is such that I can see the print on her panties. Lo and behold, it's the same as the ones I am wearing. Thinking this gives us an instant connection, I start towards her yelling, "Hey, check it out," while unzipping my pants. He tried to show her his underwear. "Hey, check it out, we're wearing the same underwear." Okay. He was genuinely so excited to tell her though. Aww. I was hanging out with some friends and one couple had a crying baby. It was giving me a headache, so when it suddenly stopped crying, I mumbled in what must have been a super creepy voice, "Oh yeah, that's nice." Everyone else got silent, so I looked up. The baby was breastfeeding. That's the worst timing. When the baby stops crying and you're like, "That's nice," but they're actually just breastfeeding. After they stop crying, after you said that. Oh my gosh, really? I was at PetSmart with my girlfriend. I walked around while she shopped for dog Christmas presents, and I looked at the fish and the small animals. In one of the area of the store, there are cages that contain guinea pigs, some of which are fluffy with long hair and look cuddly. There was a young lady with shoulder-length blonde hair looking intently at one of the guinea pigs. My girlfriend had the exact same haircut. I came up behind her, put my face kind of beside her head and above her shoulder, and said in a whisper, "They look so soft," in reference to the guinea pig. At the same time, I rested my hand on her hip, pretty low towards the butt area. Of course, it wasn't her. It was some college girl looking at guinea pigs. The worst part is that I realized when I touched her that it wasn't my girlfriend, and consequently let out this shaky gasp of shock and horror directly into her ear, like I was breathing on it. She whipped around and started to say something to me, but stopped and just ran out of the store when she saw who it was. I had a full beard. Wait, what do you mean she ran away when she saw who it was? Did she know you? What? Oh my gosh, that is so awkward though. It's always the most awkward mistaking someone for someone else. A female friend of mine, to whom I was admittedly attracted, had been expressing her reservations about an upcoming vacation with her family. Though it wasn't being overtly presented as such, the trip was meant as a way of re-solidifying her parents' marriage, which had been a touch rocky at the time. They would all be driving from San Francisco to Redding, which is a small town in the middle of absolutely nowhere in Northern California, where they'd stay at a bed and breakfast inn for a weekend before continuing northward for some unknown destination. In keeping with the alleged purpose of this so-called vacation, my friend's parents had booked 2 rooms at the inn. To her dismay though, my friend discovered that her mother would be occupying one room, her father would have the other, and that she and her sister would each have to bunk with one of their parents. This was worthy of lament on its own, but it was made unforgivably worse by the verbal diarrhea that I offered in an attempt at providing comfort. "Oh, it won't be so bad," I told my friend. "Your father will probably enjoy sleeping with you." A moment passed before I realized what I had said. Then, with a feeling of growing horror, I tried to explain myself. "Wait, I didn't mean it like that," I hurriedly said. "I mean, like, he's probably sick of sleeping with your mom." "No, wait, I just mean that he wants to spend more quality time with his daughter." If I had stopped there, I might have been able to salvage the situation. But as it happened, I decided that the best course of action would be to keep talking. I can't say that I blame him, really. I'd love to sleep with you. She and I don't talk much these days. Why didn't they stop talking? Seriously, some people, the more they talk, the more they make it worse. Just stop talking, like, just stop it. Just don't try to take anything back, because that's just gonna make it look even more bad. Just stop. Right in the middle of sex, and while trying to talk dirty, I said, "I can feel your womb." We were both creeped out, stopped for a minute to laugh, and continued. Picking up a chair I bought from a single attractive woman, she expressed concern that it might not fit in my car. I said, "No problem, I can throw it in the trunk. I have some rope just in case I need to kidnap someone." She was clearly frightened. When your joke goes too far and nobody gets the joke. Oh my gosh. I suddenly yelled, "You are making me hard," to a class of high school students when I was a student teacher. What I had actually meant to say is something like, "You are all making this hard to do." Yeah, I didn't really live that one down. Why do we sometimes say things that we're not thinking? Like, we're thinking of that sentence, but we don't say it. It comes out differently. Why? This happened way back when I was about 14. I went to the movies with a couple friends, and this cute girl about my age came up and said, "If I give you a hug, will you give me a quarter?" pointing to the gumball tiny toy machines. I reach in my pocket and realize all I have is a $5 bill. So I say, "What do I get for $5? Yeah, did not think that one through. First time I ever got slapped by a girl. My dog was sick, so I went to Walgreens to get a rectal thermometer for my dog. I looked for Vaseline, but all they had was some off-brand lube. I stopped an employee to ask if that lube is safe for dogs. Oh, the look of horror that she gave me. Can you imagine them trying to take it back? Like, "Oh, no, that's not what I meant. I mean, like, my dog is kind of sick right now, so, I just need to help him get better." I mean, not like that, but like, you know what I mean. Like, the more you try to fix things, the more you make it worse. Was at the university, and some girls were out in the grass in bikinis trying to get a tan. My friend says, "Those girls look great." I look over and think they really aren't to my tastes. Just down the street were some people passing out hot dogs for student elections. I get sidetracked and say they probably taste great with some mustard. Oh. Why? They were basically having two different conversations, like one's talking about girls and one's looking at hot dogs. There's a gas station behind the restaurant I work at. So one day, whilst on break, I walked over and bought a bunch of snacking items and a couple scratch-offs. On my way out, a girl bumps into me and I drop my items. She's wearing nothing but a sports bra and running shorts. She's also covered in sweat. I'm assuming she just finished jogging. She's apologizing profusely and I don't want her to feel bad, so I just say, "Hey, don't worry, it happens all the time." "Sweaty girls bump into you all the time?" she asks. Without thinking, I say, "Oh God, I wish." She turned red, apologized, and left. I wish sweaty girls would bump into me all the time. I would have been a bit flattered, because I would assume he's thinking that this is his lucky day. So I would laugh and be like, cool. I once told a colleague that he had something in his teeth. He said he didn't care, and what I wanted to say was, "I wish I had the balls to do that." And what came out was, "I want your testicles." How did it just come out, Like, you're thinking something else, but you just say something else. What's going on? Was driving back from my first date with a girl. Went poorly. I was even more shy, nervous, and awkward back then. We're driving through an area with lots of planes, not a car in sight for miles. Gas is starting to run low, and I decide we should head for a gas station. And then I blurted out, "Man, we could both die out here, and nobody would even find our bodies." She looked horrified for a few seconds. I then realized, oh man, we should find a gas station, was something I didn't say out loud before that. I just thought it in my mind. I stumbled towards explaining what I actually meant by that morbid comment. Needless to say, the rest of the trip was kinda quiet and weird. Hey, at least he said we could both. You know, at least he didn't say, man, you could die out here and nobody would find you, because that would be even creepier. At least he included himself in it. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!